Hey, I'm in my basement today. Hello, with me. You know, I have a complicated relationship with tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu, or special effects drama, is a popular genre in Japan. Although several shows that rely on special effects are classified as tokusatsu, people in the West most commonly associate this genre with kaiju and superheroes.
You know, your Godzilla, your Super Sentai, your Kamen Rider, all that good stuff.
Now, I love me a good toku show or movie. That's no mystery at all.
I mean, my outro is Gamera dancing, for God's sake.
But I'm also a huge fan of Japanese superhero shows. Hell, I literally write my own Kamen Rider show every year. It's like a tradition.
Alright, don't know why I admitted that, but okay.
Anyway, for the sake of transparency, my favorite toku movie is Godzilla vs. BIOLLANTE, and my favorite toku shows are Kamen Rider FAIZ and Gosei Sentai Dairanger. I really recommend these three for anyone really wanting to get into the medium, especially FAIZ. It's one of my all-time favorite shows and I can't really get enough of it. So yeah, I love the genre. However, I haven't been watching a lot of this stuff recently outside of Godzilla. I used to keep up with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai regularly, but after a while I kind of stopped watching, especially after two really bad shows, specifically being Kamen Rider Ghost and Ninja. I just haven't been able to get into anything since.
I mean, I tried. I have really tried.
Like, I really enjoyed Zyuohger to the point where it was becoming my favorite Sentai show ever. But the hard drive the episodes were on died, and I haven't had the time to re-download them and watch them all over again. The same thing goes for Kamen Rider X8 as well. I ran out of time, and I really enjoyed what I saw, just don't have the time to finish it.
Now sadly, beyond that, no show has really been able to interest me.
In terms of Sentai, I wasn't a big fan of Q Ranger, and I'm currently not a big fan of the airing Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger. And on the Kamen Rider side, Build didn't really capture my interest, so I never watched beyond the first episode.
So yeah, my relationship is complicated. I mean, I like these shows. I really like these shows. The thing is, I just don't have time to watch them anymore. I remember back in the day, I would binge shows really quickly. I can remember back in my first year of high school, I binged Kamen Rider Ryuki like that. But I was 14 then. I'm not 14 anymore, and I don't have time to sit down and watch 50-some-odd episodes of a Japanese superhero show. So how do I get back into this stuff? I already said before I still watch Godzilla stuff regularly, so it would be great if I can find something that combines both the superhero action of, say, Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, and the monster fighting action of Godzilla. Is there anything like that? Yes, there is. There exists the granddaddy of this entire genre. Ultraman.
Ultraman began airing in 1966. It was created by Eiji Tsuburaya, the genius special effects man behind Toho's classic monster movies. In 1965, he created a science fiction show called Ultra Q, which dealt with stuff like aliens and monsters. It was popular, and Tsuburaya followed up with Ultraman the following year, and the show was about a man who was able to transform into a giant alien superhero to fight off monsters. It was also super popular, and the show has been airing ever since.
Now, I actually don't have a huge basis in this series. I admit I have read some of the manga, I have a lot of the soundtracks on my phone, and I've seen one episode of the show Ultraman Mebius. Outside of that, not much.
So screw it, let's watch the show. The first episode at least.
So it's clear I've evaded this show long enough. Without further ado, let's jump into the first episode of Ultraman.
The episode starts with the show's amazingly kick-ass intro. Theme is just so freaking catchy. It fills you with a sense of excitement and joy. You get that feeling that you're about to watch something that's not meant to be taken seriously, but is still awesome.
You know, it tells you just to chill out and have fun. It's a monster superhero show. Just chill.
Any hoodles, that's just the opening credits. It really gets started when, the show starts. We open with some mysterious blue and red spheres flying through the sky, being followed by a ship. In this ship is Shin Hayata, our main character. He is a member of the Science Patrol, an organization that is devoted to saving the world from extraterrestrial threats. Hayata reports his event back to his fellow Science Patrol members at the Japanese branch base, which is where we first meet his team. The team consists of their captain Toshio Muramatsu, Daisuke Arashi, Mitsuhiro Aide, Akiko Fuji, and the young Isamu Hoshino. Also, quick fun fact, Muramatsu is played by Akiji Kobayashi. He's most famous for appearing in several seasons of Kamen Rider throughout the 70s as the character Tobei Tachibana, although he did appear in several Godzilla movies in the 90s. So Hayata pursues the red and blue UFOs.
I don't know if you should be doing that, dude. Blue and red UFOs? Maybe King Ghidorah and Gigan are in there.
Well, it seems my fears are somewhat sound, as shortly after the blue UFO lands in the lake and some campers fail to take a picture of it.
Ugh, what an amateur. Does he understand how much karma he could have gotten if he posted that on Reddit?
The red UFO crashes into Hayata's ship, sending both careening into the ground.
See, he should have listened to me. King Ghidorah doesn't mess around.
Speaking of King Ghidorah, the Science Patrol's ringtone is King Ghidorah's roar for some reason.
Hey, 科学特捜隊本部
I mean, that's my ringtone too, so I guess they have good taste? What was it? Ugh. Hello?
Hey baby, you alone and want to chat?
I'm gonna have to take this. Yeah, I'm alone.
So the Science Patrol members hear about Hayata crashing and they suit up to go to the crash site. Meanwhile, the campers, as well as a few police officers, find Hayata's body, which starts to levitate and glow. Man, that's straight out of The Exorcist, isn't it?
The power of Christ compels you!
Jeez, I wouldn't expect that from a Japanese kid show. Then again, it's a Japanese kid show. I guess a lot of things are okay.
So Hayata's body ends up getting encased inside the red UFO. Inside the UFO... Hayata meets an Ultra, a being from the M78 Nebula. The Ultra explains that he was chasing Bemlar, an alien kaiju, but accidentally killed Hayata during the pursuit. To make up for this, the Ultra merges his body and spirit with Hayata, not only reviving him, but also to assist Hayata in defending the Earth. He also gives him the Beta Capsule. Upon inquiring what this device is, the Ultra just tells him to use it when he is in trouble. Following this, the red UFO explodes. Meanwhile, on the ground, the Science Patrol members arrive and find the wreck of Hayata's ship, remarking that there is no way he survived the crash. The onlookers on the ground tell him what they saw, but the Science Patrol members basically call them crazy before running off to find Hayata, who they say may still be alive.
Okay, so apparently the captain's a part Starfleet. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, while our heroes search for Hayata, Bemlar rises from the lake. Of course, the Science Patrol reacts by shooting him with their pistols. Back at the Science Patrol base, Akiko says to Hoshino that they should stop a recording of Hayata's transmission that they started earlier in the episode. Before she can do it, though...
Hello? Oh, King Ghidorah's calling you.
No, it's actually Hayata, who is asking Akiko to bring him the team's submarine. When she arrives on the scene, though, the other Science Patrol members respond with disbelief that Hayata's actually alive. After treating her with some 60s sexism, the team sees that she isn't crazy as they make contact with Hayata as well, who attempts to explain to them the urgency of the situation regarding Bemlar. Upon activating the submarine, Hayata searches for Bemlar underwater. When he finds him, the full Science Patrol team launches an attack on the kaiju. Unfortunately for Hayata, the submarine is taken in the mouth of Bemlar and thrown onto land. As he too makes landfall and sets the area surrounding Hayata ablaze, he has no choice but to use the Beta Capsule that the Ultra had given him. I'll let the narrator explain what happens next.
M78 星雲の宇宙人からその命を託された早田隊員データカプセルで宇宙人に変身したマッハ5のスピードで空を飛び強力なエネルギーであらゆる敵を粉砕する不死身の男となったのだそれゆけ我らのヒーロー
Cool.
So we get our first Ultraman battle. And it's exactly what you would expect. It's 60s kaiju action at its finest. Only the best from the best. During the fight, the color timer on the Ultra's chest starts to flash red, which indicates that the Ultra's energy is depleting. If it runs out, then the Ultra dies. The Ultra fights brutally, and Bemlar tries to escape by turning back into his UFO form, but our hero is able to prevail after firing his special attack,
known as the Specium Ray,
at his enemy.
Okay, how can you not love this?
So the Ultra flies back into space, and the team reunites with Hayata. Upon being asked what the alien who saved them from the creature was called, Hayata responds saying that the alien was called Ultraman. And with that, our heroes fly away, off to their next adventure.
Okay, so that was pretty damn cool.
It's like I said before, I love kaiju stuff. Like, I love kaiju stuff a lot. There was so much cool stuff in this. Even little things like how Bemlar's roar and main attack are taken straight from Godzilla.
Even though the roar is kind of edited.
But Tsuburaya made this show, so it's kind of to be expected. I understand now why so many people love this show.
Hell, I understand now why it's been on for over 50 years.
It's a mini kaiju movie every episode.
Why haven't I been watching more of this? Oh yeah, I stopped watching after Ninja happened. Any hoodles, I'm definitely gonna watch more of Ultraman now.
It's good old cheesy kaiju fun. What more can you ask for?
Although, Ultraman still isn't nearly as cool as Jet Jaguar is.
人が作ったロボットだけどジェッジャガージェッジャガーやったねジャガー
So that was fun. I wonder what I'll do next week for episode 4. 4! Like what the golfers say, you know when they go 4? Now you'll figure it out.
ジェッジャガージェッジャガーやったねジャガー行け行け平和を守るためみんなも驚く勇気を見せるゴジラとジャガーで